I'm not sure if Chi-Town is in the building, but Reggie's on Michigan Ave, South Michigan Ave, you know. I seen him live one time, and that's when I fell in love with him. I think it was like 2014, 2015 when I seen him live. And I've been in love with him ever since. And it was when he was on tour for the Crenshaw album. So let me see, what year was that? That was 2013, yes. And I fell in love with him from there. I was like, he's like the motivation. I thought she said on Reggie. No, Reggie's, it's a name of like a club / like bar, and a lot of people go there to perform in Chicago. Not even just local artists, like even big names go. It's called Reggie's. But shout out to Reggie. So Reggie, if you go to Chicago, you gotta, you know, go to Reggie's. It's really nice during the summertime because they have the rooftop open. Okay. It's really fun. At least it was fun when I was last there, too. Yes, y'all. So we're going to start the show. But again, before we get into the business, don't forget to check out letstalkbattlrap.com. We got merch. We got some other things we are working on. So we got more colors on the way. I know I'm going to try to do something for the ladies. So I'm going to try to do that, but that's in the coming days. And also, thank you to everybody that has been subscribing to the YouTube channel. We finally got over 1,000 subs and we are still growing. Thank you to CJC because you've been giving us pointers and it's been working. So thank you. And we got something coming up. We got new content. It's called Let's Think Battle Rap. Okay, so it drops tomorrow and it's from one of our new additions to the team. And he will be giving educational battle rap series where we dive deep into the nuance of the culture. And it's going to be weekly. It's going to drop every Thursday. So definitely make sure if you have not subscribed to the channel, Let's Talk Battle Rap on YouTube, LTBR Podcast. Yes, Let's Think Battle Rap. So again, that's why I told y'all, please subscribe. Hey, come fly with Black. Is that? Yep. Hey, y'all. So that's why I said subscribe to the channel because we're going to start doing more with our channel. We're not just going to be dropping these shows and then call it a day. We're really trying to give y'all something and try to separate ourselves from the rest of everybody that have their own lanes. We're trying to make our own. Okay. So let's get into the show, right? Let's talk some battle rap. And Fonz is talking. And he calls out Mike P. He said he wants to smoke with Mike P, y'all. And it's the coin flip. He will be doing Let's Think Battle Rap series. So definitely make sure y'all show our boys support. So yeah, talk to me. Fonz calls out Mike P. Both coming off stellar performances, both making crazy noise to end the month of March, which was a lit-ass month. Does Fonz deserve Mike P? M says. Talk to me nice. Fonz might get smoked. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Can March be topped? Yo, this was a really good month overall, too. Not even just URL. It was a lot of spiciness in March. Fonz will 30 Mike P. What can he say to him? Yes, he does. If anything, Mike P should be calling Fonz. Ooh, rebuttal game. Fonz and Mike P will be an even match. You really think so, Reese? Well, I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be a big test for Fonz because Mike P has seen a lot of top names. Mike P has battled people like Twork, Big T, Suge, Chef Trez, Daylight, and the list goes on. Mike P has, and I know a lot of people might be really hip to him now, but Mike P has been battling and he has seen a lot of great competition. And Fonz, you know, he's with NWX. So like we was talking about yesterday, that this was a good move for him, because when he is going to be battling people like Mike P, who are very dangerous and very hot right now, and he's in his bag, and I don't see him declining anytime soon, like he's definitely going to need his brethren to definitely coach him through this. Fonz, Ohio, so yeah, it's a go. Yeah, he part of NWX now. Ish to say to Fonz for real, but it's a lot to say to Mike. It's a lot to say to Mike too, and Reggie. I feel like that angle about his wife, it's gonna get to the point where how we feel about Danny, when people bring up Danny's wife and that angle, it's like, okay, we've heard it before. We heard it before. What else? So yeah, Fonz gonna have to you know. Oh, he putting it on y'all. Heard it before. Sunshine Anderson, for real, is going to be a while before it gets old, though. You think so, CJC? I don't think so. Ashley Angle will always. Somebody, that cool is for whoever decided Mike P was going to win. Yo, Mike P is really in his bag, though. And yes, Fonz has battled Av, which was literally his twin. They're like punch, you to death. But Mike P can do so much more than just punch. Like Mike P has charisma. Mike P has the aggression. Mike P has wordplay as well. Like Mike P is very dangerous because he's just not good at one thing. He's not. Sick to his stomach. Mike P, the new punching bag. God. Fonz a bully. He going to bully Mike P, CeCe. He Reese. The slander. Yo, I would beg to differ. I think he was very great versus Real Sick. Regardless, if you got Real Sick winning, it's not by a landslide. And it ain't because Mike P was not good. I don't think it's dropped yet for a time. I didn't get no notification on my phone this morning, so nope. Mike P also has some relationship issues. I mean, yeah, of course, angle about his wife. Now, Fonz, if Fonz can use that angle but not be redundant, then by all means go for it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. But if it's just the same, oh, your wife, and who she was doing this, and that, and the third, it's like, okay, but we know. Okay. And even Mike P was saying that during his face off of Real Sick. But Real Sick, how he used that angle, hit. How he said it, hit. That's why I'm like, okay, Real Sick, I'm gonna let you have it. It goes through customs. Ain't nothing new under the sun anyway, so that's true. Everybody keeps using the same angles for everybody. It feels like Fonz versus Danny Myers set it up. Look, I would love to see Fonz versus Danny Myers this year, especially if Danny keeps this champion of the year-esque run. You know what I'm saying? I seen Danny Myers was on a flyer. Tata, did you see Danny Myers on that flyer? Battling another somebody that's a nobody to me. I ain't saying he's a nobody in life, but I don't know this man. And why are you battling him? Why are you battling him? Tata, you got to be Danny's manager, bruh. Don't mention that nonsense, CeCe. Oh, Ty, you got to be his manager. We're going to move on because I feel the Danny slander train coming through, and this was not supposed to happen. But we're going to talk about our boy Ace because Fonz, you know, he's new era. Ace is new era. But he said just because y'all saw us united as a united front on Saturday, I thought it was, huh? Hey, Fonz, we was just talking about you. I was just talking about you, Fonz. Shout out to Fonz because I heard you NWX now, you know. And we was talking about you calling out Mike P. And so we was discussing it. I'm going to tell you what I just said. Mike P is in his bag, Fonz. I know you are too. And I said both of y'all are coming off of stellar performances. Both of y'all had great marches, okay? These performances you two have had, they will definitely be talking about it when it comes to Champion of the Year and wrapping up the year. Everybody's going to remember these performances from you two. But I'm just saying, Fonz, you know I rock with you. I'm just saying, Mike P is very dangerous. He's dangerous. I think we have woken up a beast in Mike P. Okay, he's on demon time. He has chosen violence. So I need you to choose violence too. If this battle gets booked, for real. But I would love to see y'all two battle sometime this year. It don't have to be right away, but sometime this year. Who am I picking? I don't know yet. I don't know. It's just, look, because as much as I know that Fonz with NWX, he's going to learn a lot from his brethren. I think he's learned a lot too, just working with Av. I think he learned a lot with working with Av and how to, like, you can punch, but you can even take it to higher levels than what he's already been doing. So I definitely see Fonz as being on a tear in the months to come. Shame on me. I didn't even pick nobody yet. Damn. I didn't even say did I Nipsey, did I pick somebody? I think they coming from me, Nip. I don't like that. I didn't even pick nobody. I just wanted to talk about this. Damn. Anyways, Amin wants smoke with his peers. Okay, Fonz, if you still in the chat, he wants smoke with his new era peers. I loved how y'all had matching t-shirts at the end of Saturday's event. I thought that was cute. I was like, oh, look at them. They got matching t-shirts. Oh. But don't get confused. Ace said he wants to smoke with y'all. I'm tired of CeCe going against the grain. I'm not going against the grain. CeCe is a white Nubian queen. Oh my God. Focus, y'all. Focus, y'all. We talk about Ace Amin. Who would you guys like to see Ace battle from New Era? Let's talk about it. What are some matchups you guys are here for? Because I definitely feel like after what we saw versus John, Ace definitely deserves some plates. Fonz says Chaos or Easy. 4 times says Easy Castro. CJC says Ace versus Kruger. Reese says Kid Chaos. A lot of Kruger, a lot of Chaos, a lot of Easy. So, okay. Ace versus Loso. Lil Brown, okay. Loso ain't New Era. I don't think, no, he's not New Era. But, okay. He is? How long has Loso been here? I feel like Loso been here for a good ass minute though. I know he got his start with Bullpen, but 5 years, wow. I don't know why I thought he'd been around for longer than that. I don't know. Okay, well then shit. Where's his t-shirt? Because I don't see Loso wearing no New Era Fonz. Make sure he get a t-shirt for one of y'all. Make sure y'all give y'all bro a t-shirt so we know it's real. Right, chat admin. I think y'all trying to steal some folk. I think y'all trying to steal some folks. Yeah, so I would definitely agree. I would love to see Ace battle Kid Chaos. I think especially the Kid Chaos that we saw with Arsenal, and again, same thing, like I said, for Fonz, I think Kid Chaos learned a lot from Arsenal working with him. I think he understands now what everybody has really been trying to tell him constructively and respectfully, that you have so much to say, but you're cramming too much in. And so Ace has been a victim of that too. But Ace, what we just saw versus John, he did a way better job getting to the point, not over talking himself, not losing breath, not losing his place as far as where he was within the round. And he starts hiccuping and you know what I'm saying? I would love to see them both battle each other. Ace should have met Kruger in round 1. I really want to see Ace versus Mac Myron. I would love to see Mac Myron on URL for a time. But that's a different, I know I keep saying that. Nitty is from Grind Time. He ain't New Era. Oh no, y'all not taking Nitty. Who's I don't know some, no, y'all not taking Nitty. Nitty is not New Era. No, y'all not taking Nitty. Nitty been around since 2015. They gonna go for Geechee. Nitty. They trying to take everybody. It's not from the DVD days. That's New Era, says Lil Brown. Well, Fonz, I don't know if you're still in the chat. Maybe we need Fonz or somebody from New Era to kind of explain what is considered New Era, because the DVD days, shit, I mean, that's a lot of people that would be considered New Era. CJC says Nitty and Geechee can, but they're not. But they are. Early URL ain't New Era either. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mikey. I don't think the resurgence of battle, I don't think the Midwest movement is considered part of New Era. Like Calico ain't New Era. Hitman and them is now New Era. I can't. Okay, Smack URL app. If you just now getting your foot in the door, yeah, you're definitely New Era. If you got all your battles on the app, you're definitely New Era. You're definitely New Era. If you ain't got no battle on YouTube for URL, you are New Era. So New Era is Twork class. I've heard people say that. Anywhere from, but then, damn, if we go with that, then Geechee definitely, I hear you, CJC, because Geechee and Twork pretty much was coming up. Because I remember they were saying that a lot when they were about to battle each other. They the same class, 2016. I thought New Era was like Ace and all the guys from Ultimate Madness. Y'all, if New Era gets Geechee, that would be big. No, that's COVID era. Oh my God, there's too many eras. I can't deal. Y'all know I got ADHD. I can't even keep up. I can't. Then what era is chess? Y'all tell me. It's too many eras. Lil Brown, it's too many eras. Mook is an error. Reese, where's my Bible? Reese. That was a good one. Ooh, okay. If I had to pick one person, I would like to see him versus Kid Chaos, because I think they both have done a better job and improved their performances as far as how they structure their rounds. We all know KC has a pen. Like, that was never the problem. And we all know that Ace is a performer. He's really good, you know, but it was all about their structuring their rounds and getting it off. So I would definitely like to see Ace. I want to see more Ace. I want Ace back on URL. Shout out to Ace. But we're going to move on. We are going to move on. I'm still stuck on that Moo comment. Okay, we got to give it up for the ladies. And one lady is coming out of retirement to battle NJ Twork. Were you? My producer is saying, damn, why you say it like that? Because I'm surprised. I didn't see this coming. She said she was retired. She told us on IG, don't ask me about no battles. I'm not doing battle rap no more. It's fake. Y'all on some fugazi. Y'all not real. Da, da, da. Y'all don't appreciate me. And I was like, damn, Robin, I'm sorry to hear that. And now she coming back and battling Twork. Oh, talk to me. CJC says, why? Who asked for this? What card is this? Tata is the same card as the Ike and Tina, that league. Who that? Robin? Yep, Robin Rhymes. What card? I don't know the card, but Music Master, what up, though? You get DNA album, CeCe. Not yet. Good morning, BX Legend, and blessings back to you. How she got Twork? I don't know how. I don't know how any of this works. I was just like, when I saw friends posted on Twitter, I was like, huh? I bet y'all $100 he has a Rockin' Robin bar. I bet all y'all $100 in this chat. He's gonna have a Rockin' Robin bar. I bet y'all all $100. Return of Robin Rhymes. I don't know. One person who said, damn, when is Robin Rhymes coming back? Those are not my words. If you're listening to the audio version of this show, this was a tweet by a person named Macy Blue. Those were not my words. So Robin, that did not come from me. Ledge probably said that. LOL, he predictable. Robin fire though. Look, Robin versus First Lady Flames. Look, I just don't I don't know Robin personally, right? So this whole thing that she was going back and forth with Coffee about and people stealing her round and using it, I don't know. That ain't none of my business. But I really thought she was done with the battle rap stuff. So I'm not mad that she's coming back. By all means, sis, get your bread, get your look. If you have a change of heart, by all means, let's see what you can do. I'm just surprised it's versus Twork. And y'all know me. Y'all know I usually go with the ladies. I don't know if I can do that with this one. I hear you, CJC. I hear you, CJC. I don't know if I can go. Still, I don't know. I think this might be a one-rounder because for that league in particular, they always book a lot of one-rounders. So I don't know. It might be just a one-rounder. All I know is the same league that did Ike and Tina and Ninjas versus the B words. Because we monetize now, so I'm trying not to cuss. I'm glowing today. Thank you. Savage says it's a one-rounder. He might freestyle. And yo, he might not come prepared. He might be like, look, Like a lot of y'all is saying, what's she gonna do with me? I'll think about it a couple days before I got to go out there, and we'll go from there. He might come in there, and she might come prepared with a full clip and go off and make noise and have everybody clown Twork yet again for going to one of these small leagues and looking crazy. He might recycle some bars. Who knows? You never know when it comes to Twork. When he goes to these small leagues, we never know. We never know. So you might be right for y'all saying that. You might be right, but Robin Rhymes versus Twork. Who would have thought that would be going down in 2021? Like, does anybody think Robin has a chance? Does anybody think she has a chance? Twork should write for her and himself. He gonna spit his third for Murderland. We don't care. A chance of what? Any given Sunday, like Rum says, she might win. Of course, she has a chance, slim to none. Yeah. But shout out to Robin, you know. I know one thing, she gonna have a badass outfit on. Because regardless of what y'all say, Robin be busting out. She be busting out when she go to events, whether she hosting, whether she just in attendance, or whether she battling. She's one of the best dressed. She's definitely one of the best dressed for the ladies. She be holding it down for the ladies. She might get smoked, but she gonna look good while she getting smoked. That's one thing I do know. That's one thing I do know. She one of them like small. She like 5 foot nothing. She's short. I seen her in person too. She is so tiny. She come to my bosom. She gonna look Nipsey in the eyes. Shoot, she's so short. Okay, let's move on, y'all. That's all I gotta say on that. And we got another verse battle, and I'm gonna need y'all to behave yourselves as we talk about this. Drugz versus Ryda with an A. Shout out to Henny Man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Henny Man. And Drugz versus Ryda has been announced. This is a bad match announcement day. Meh. Nobody cares. Drugz still around. I'm sick of these type of battles. We've seen this before like a million times. The fans lose this battle. This is the week of I'm not excited announcements. Hear me out. Drugz is great and I like his material. I just don't like his sound. Nemesis or friendly battle. I hate it here. I thought Drugz got fired. Yo, this chat is lit. Okay, y'all. See, I had a feeling this was a mistake. This was a mistake. I had a feeling we was not going to be able to have a honest and fair conversation, and everybody wants to hit the next button. Look, shout out to Henny Man, shout out to him, shout out to everybody doing their thing out there in the DMV. I want to make sure that we give, I just want to make sure we cover all bases. We just want to cover all bases. We want to highlight everybody and what they got going on and everything. Everybody's in tune with. That's all I'm trying to do. So, okay, Lion Legacy. So y'all just don't even got no opinion on it. I see Lion saying 2-1 Ryda. Ryda deserves better. Interested in seeing Ryda's growth. They definitely riding together. Lord. Brown says Drugz still here. Yeah, I'm definitely going with Ryda too. Ain't nobody got Drugz. Nobody wants to pick Drugz. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Now I ain't a drug dealer, CeCe. I'm done. Okay, we move. Producer, this show, we got, producer, I tried. I tried to talk about this battle, and it's not, they won't allow me to be great. Nipsey, they're not here for it. So we gonna continue. Now I'm scared to go into this next matchup. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's try it. Snake Eyes versus Times going down on King of the Dots in Detroit. Yes, it's going down April 10th in my city, but it is invite only. So for those who want to attend, I'm not sure if you can, but I'm pretty sure there's a pay-per-view that will be available. Or is this going to be on pay-per-view or Twitch, producer? Oh, it's YouTube for free this time. So KOTD is just going on all the streaming platforms. This time it's going to be on YouTube for the free 99. So I love that. The same day as the super fight. Times 30, never seen a battle. Never seen a Times battle. That's crazy. Oh, I'm good. Super fight at 8. Yes. Watching super fight, they get desperate. I will say this, shout out to Times, because what I have seen from him recently on KOTD, I think he's been pretty good. I do like him. He is somebody I wasn't really familiar of like that, or I was catching or looking for. But I will say that Times, from what I have seen, you know, he's been doing pretty good. I'm not mad at him. I think Snake Eyes definitely needs a win. Now he's headlining on King of the Dot. That's a good look for him, right? Regardless of the extraness, this is a good look for him. But he been on a decline, bro. Like Snake Eyes needs a win, big or small. Snake Eyes needs a win. He didn't do good on Bullpen versus Bad News. It was not a good look for him. We all remember Twork telling him in his face that was not it. I even seen a video of Twork booing Snake Eyes while he was battling Bad News. It was not a good look for Snake Eyes. So KOTD is giving him a chance to headline a card. I'm gonna need him to show up. KOTD down to 5th best league now. Damn, Snake Eyes. It disappeared. A URL undercard better. Damn. How he managed to headline a card. Twork booed him. Yes, he did. Him, and I think it was him, Ryda. A whole bunch of people was booing Snake Eyes. A whole bunch of people booing him. I was like, damn, Snake. And this is my thing about Snake Eyes, because I don't have no shade for him. Like, I really don't. Because he has so much conviction. When he does these hip hop is real interviews, when he do face-offs, he has so much conviction. If he can battle the same way he does interviews and face-offs, Snake Eyes will be a monster. Snake Eyes will be a monster. Where Snake head iced this? I don't know, bruh. I don't know. He was dope versus Mike P. He 30 dot everything though. Snake should that disappeared. Basically a Cassidy. He been on a decline though, and I know he hates it when people say that. And he be like, "But I've been on these cards. I've been headlining." It's like, okay, but you're losing though. And you're looking bad. You can't. I understand why battlers brag about that, but I'm headlining. Okay, but you're losing. You're losing bad. It's not even debatable. Oh, BX legend. That's crazy. He should do a warm-up, guy. I mean, this is kind of, look, Times ain't, look, it's on KOTD, right? Regardless where you got them, that's a big league. He's battling somebody like Times. Losing bad. Did we not watch the same battle? Who is this on Black Compass account? Which one is you is talking right now? Salute the Black Compass, but no, we're not gonna act like he ain't just, bro. Did you not just? So you gonna say he did good versus bad news? Which one is that? Which one is it? That better not be Polo. Tony, bro, and you fucking lying, CeCe. I ain't lying. He was bad versus bad news. Twork had to pull him to the side in front of whether it was Hip Hop is Real or 15 Minutes, one of them, and had to tell him, sir, that was not it. Not one damn bit. What was that? Come on now. And I know people like to, turn Snake Eyes into a battle rap punching bag. I know. I see a lot of unfair, shots that have been taken at Snake Eyes since the beginning. Okay, Black Compass, I get it. His first was good. Nip. We're talking about being prolific. This is, you was a prolific human being. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying to see greatness. That I ain't seen nothing that was good about anything that he said. Y'all crazy. You know what? Shout out to y'all though. Y'all gonna hold it down for Snake Eyes. And that's cool. Somebody needs to hold it down for him. Ain't no shade, but I just gotta be honest, y'all. I can't lie. I want a Snake Eyes versus Cassidy face off. No bet. Why Legacy? Save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. Clearly got the third. Who is y'all? Who is y'all? Oh, Black Compass. Rip. So he got. I don't know, bruh. I don't know if I was watching the same. I don't know if we was watching the same battle, Tone or Tony. I don't know if we was watching the same one. When was the last time he won? Let me ask you, because I hope you're not saying he beat Bad News. But if you give him a round, then shoot, he got a round. And Heavy Half were both wins. Okay, I don't remember Heavy Half. I don't remember. I just remember the last time, I remember the riot. That was a bad look too. And Geechee wasn't even all that. I don't remember. I'm sorry if I can't remember every Snake Eye battle. I'm sorry. I can't remember every Snake Eyes performance and battle. I'm sorry. I sure do, because they be bad. Shit. Don't try to make me look like I'm a villain. I am the analyst. They be bad. Damn. Let's move on. Shout out to Snake Eyes and Times and KOTD. And for pulling up to Detroit. April 10th, y'all. It's going to be on YouTube for the free. Snake Eyes versus Ace. Now that was, look, I thought Snake Eyes did really good. I thought they both did good in that battle. It was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. That was awkward. How so? Because I don't remember Snake Eyes battles. Showoff and Rosenberg had a crazy face-off. Did y'all see it? It went down on Champion. Shout out to Jay Black. CeCe, the new Surf. Surf is Surf. Don't call me Surf. Support Black businesses, no bootlegs by the VOD. Okay, but let's talk about Showoff and Rosenberg though. Shout out to them. They put together a good face-off. I was entertained. Part 2 dropped yesterday. So did you guys see it? Oh, we got a clip. We got a clip for y'all. Hold on.
Never said anything like that.
But that's what I'm saying right now. Come on, my nigga, what you talking about?
Sold out. We just sold out Atlanta in like 4
I know,
days.
but that's what we need to be talking about then.
Right.
We don't need to be talking about old shit.
I was talking about when you were headlining cars. That's all I was talking about.
What are you talking about?
When you were headlining cars,
Bro,
what the building looked like. That's all I was
what
saying.
What did the building look like when you battled?
It was your first 2 events. Nobody knew who ARP was.
Exactly. So
Nobody
stop
knew
acting
that.
like I ain't battled the very next card after that, nigga. I was
What
right
card?
behind you, nigga.
Easy?
What are you talking
right?
about? Exactly.
You opened the show.
So why you acting like you wasn't on them same cards with me,
No,
bro?
I was headlining. You opened
Exactly, nigga. Ain't that the one you said was empty?
You opened
You
them.
headlined, right?
It was
What
the
are you talking
first
about?
2
What
RBE
is he talking
events.
about?
It's supposed to be empty.
What? Then why do you bring it up, my nigga? Why do you bring it up like that's some kind of
Because there'd be no platform for you to work on if Raw wasn't coming over to RBE.
No, are you crazy?
Bro,
them niggas
go
stop
back and
acting
look at
like,
the
hold
interview.
on,
Go back and look at the interview.
bro.
You
Hold on, my nigga. Hold on, my nigga. Hold on, my nigga. Stop acting like,
Yo, nobody was rapping RBE before me. Nobody. There's not a rapper who...
both y'all the Brits.
You wasn't repping RBE. You got booked by RBE,
That's
nigga.
bullshit. That's not true.
You ain't have no rapport with ARP before he booked you, nigga.
ARP was coming to my Spinners Leagues battle with me. Yes, he was.
All right, but let me
That's
ask you a
what I'm
question.
saying,
How many battles in Spinners League you came to?
Twice, two.
Two
Two of them. I had 5 of them. He came in 2.
It took 2.
But I didn't know him the first 3. I didn't know him the first 3. I didn't know him the first 3.
The day I met him, he was in Trap House, New York. I was supposed to battle AR-16. He did a no-show. It was a nigga from Philly named Dope. Another Philly nigga, right?
Shout out to Dope. Yeah.
That's my nigga. Facts. Shouts to my son. But I did him so bad he forgot how to rap.
He not really that good.
He forgot to rap. He jumped out the window. And that's my nigga for real.
Dope, my nigga too. He's not really that crazy.
Talk to me. I'm not gonna hold y'all up. Showoff made Raw look foolish at times. I think both ways. I thought there was some, I feel like Rosenberg is, somebody said it, he's like one of the best respectfully disrespecting you. Showoff bragging about killing a nobody. Rosenberg won the face off to me, LOL. I thought it was a good one either way. CJC said, I said it. Okay, shout out to you. Rosenberg be just talking. He's trash. I see a lot of y'all saying that about both of these people. So these face-offs be lit. He need a show. Showoff bragging. Oh, I already read that. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all up though. When RB announced it, I was kind of like, I mean, I'm gonna watch the battle. But it didn't really do anything for me at the time. But again, this shows Jay Black's greatness. Salute to him. Now I got a little bit more interest in this battle. Now I want to see these two go toe to toe. But I will say this, and even Showoff admitted to this. He's never battled on a big stage or in the venue like it is in Atlanta, where ARP got maxed out at. And he's never battled in front of a lot of people like Rosenberg has. I remember Rosenberg was in Detroit for the Motor City Mayhem at St. Andrew. That motherfucker was packed. Okay. It was a balcony and the main floor. Right. That motherfucker was packed in Detroit. Over capacity. Okay. So Rosenberg, again, he has been around for a minute. He's seen some things. He has been on different leagues, different crowds, different venues. This is going to be a test for Showoff. And Rosenberg has been on the run. Rosenberg has been on the run. And I know Showoff was trying to say, oh, those are default wins because, like, for instance, like with Head Ice, they didn't really show up. They wasn't really good. But it's still, like, if I take just Rosenberg's performance alone, I've been liking what he's been doing. And I'm going with Rosenberg, y'all. I'm not even going to front. I'm going with Rosenberg 2-1. Showoff is a good singer. I didn't even know he signed. People forget Rosenberg Raw beat T-Rex. He did. Tata says, I agree. Just don't say Raw. Rosenberg beat us. Let's bet CeCe, like, for real. I ain't got no money to be betting nobody. I ain't betting my money on. I don't bet people. People he said the show off over the head bar is not going to work. And to Showoff's credit, you know, he has seen people too. He's seen it well. I got him losing that, but he's seen Math. You know, he's been on RBE, and shout out to him. He has been on RBE, and he's been one of their main loyal battlers. I think he said in the interview that ARP told him, like, yo, if you ever get a chance or a look over there at URL, go for it. Like, I ain't gonna hold you back. And he said, like, why would I go there? And this is my home. That's pretty much what he said. And so shout out to Showoff, because that's real. The most loyal to RBE. Did I say loyal? My bad. Loyal to RBE. Like, for real. So shout out to him, because people don't be doing that no more. They see that URL bag, they be like, I mean, it was cool while I was here. You know, I appreciate everything you did for me to get me to this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to take my talents to URL. My time coming, y'all. Hey, Cuban. How you doing? I know I'm late. It's cool. Hey. But yeah, I'm going with Rosenberg, bro. Rosenberg has been on a winning streak. I think he's been doing really good. He's been very consistent. I just don't see it for me with Showoff. I think he did good last year versus Bonnie. He won that, but I'm gonna go with somebody that's been there before. And like I said in the beginning, this is Showoff's first time in this setting in front of this many people. I don't know. You want to see Rosenberg versus Bill Collector? I did too, because last year they were going back and forth. They were going back and forth for a good minute last year. I thought a battle would happen. There's times that Rosenberg would be on Champion talking crap about Bill Collector, like it was just always something. Show best years have left. It might be a fight. Bill said he would never ever do it, and I believe him. Oh, he said that. Oh, damn. I was really trying to spell y'all names quick as F, but before it disappeared. Bill really don't like Rosenberg. CeCe Mook just walked through your backdrop. What? What are you talking about? Clothes and shit. Okay. I think I got one more topic. Do I got one more topic? I do. I got one more topic to talk to you today. So thank you for everybody that's been tapping in. If you're watching this on YouTube, definitely make sure you subscribe and hit that comment box and let us know how you're feeling about the topics of today. And I mean, you said something wrong. I'm like, what the hell?
Christine.
What is that? That scared me. Like, what? What is that?
You the type
to. Okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit about Cassidy before I go. So we're gonna talk about it probably one more time tomorrow for Toxic Thursdays. But let's get warmed up for tomorrow. Stop talking about Mook. Y'all giving him too much recognition after that BS. What's the site for the merch again? Let's talk battlerap.com. Him man is killing himself. What's the odds of Cassidy winning a round? I think the odds against Cassidy winning a round is very low. And I think the same will be as far as winning the battle too. Just low. I would say probably like less than 20% or no more than 20%. Bullshit, you crazy. Cassidy 8, none in. What? Freak boy. Oh, look, I don't even know. What? Did anybody see that Cass hit cartoon? I might be late as F. I didn't see it. Odds very low. Hitman Ryder's front heavy. Oh, Hitman writes front heavy. Okay. Cassie is going to get a round off shock factor. And this is gonna be my worst. This is my worst fear, y'all, is that Cassidy gonna do a little bit better than what we have seen in his last two performances, and people are just going to automatically assume or go with that, oh, he did way better than I thought, so I'm gonna give him the round, or I'm gonna give him the battle. Like, I'm gonna look for it, Lavish. It's on Hip Hop Is Real. I'm gonna look that up. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, y'all, because I see y'all going off, and it's pretty much the same consensus of we don't have much hope for Cassidy. Yep, it's April 3rd, this Saturday. But I'm gonna try to be fair, because I went hard on Jamar yesterday for not being fair with Hitman. So I'm gonna be fair with Cassidy. I do think that since the face-off, Cassidy does have some angles to use versus Hitman. I will say, if he knows how to write those angles and execute them, that can make maybe a round debatable. The wild and out angle, I can see that being, I can see that CJC, but Hitman could just be like, yo, like you talking about for coming to the show one night. Like, bro, my whole contract for a year on Wild and Out, for a tour on Wild and Out, what is way more than what you made in one night coming to the show and crack some jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Hitman has seen the reception of the face-off. I hope he is reading the room. The reception of his part in that face-off is not really good. And I even had to admit and take a step back, and I had to look at it like, yeah, you know, that was what he was wild a little bit, and not in a good way. So that's an angle that Cassidy can use. But again, it's all about how do you structure it and write it and execute it. You know, is it gonna hit? But he got one. Hitman, you did give him one. So I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair and say that Cassidy not walking into something where he ain't got nothing to work with. He sure do. So that's why I ain't gonna want to hear no excuses where he lose. Okay, I don't think, okay, one second, producer. I'm gonna read these comments and then we're gonna go to one last thing I got for y'all. So what up though, Devin? I don't think the culture will let Cass material land. Well, Dev, you are more than welcome to pull up tomorrow and get toxic with us, because I know you want to. Are you paying for the battle seat? I will. I'm going to give RB my money because, like I always say, I support everybody. I give my money to everybody. I support everybody. Reed should write Cassidy rounds. That four-time, and we always use Reed as a good example of understanding that, okay, after coming back to the sport, okay, I got some work to do. It's, you know, I ain't there yet. I'm gonna keep working on it. And that's what Reed has been doing all the way up to when he faced Nitty and Tata. I know, but the culture gave that to Reed. So Cassie can do this if he can just let his ego go and stop being a narcissist. Okay, and just be honest with himself. But we're gonna have more Cassidy talk tomorrow. We're gonna do last minute predictions for Max Out, period. And we're gonna let y'all talk y'all shit tomorrow. But before I go, I wanted to do a Crucible spotlight for Elijah Straits. I believe that's how he says it, Straits. Shout out to him because I've been seeing a lot of people talking about him since this Crucible episode dropped. And I wanted to do a spotlight.
Play, there's a price to pay. But I'm gonna do you foul for free like Pirate Bay. They say this guy's the way to rookies versus vets. That's what I'm talking about. Finna choke them out. Cause after nightfall, that's when the stars come out. You better watch your mouth before I slide through and show you what death is. Cause every line come with a box. It's doing a checklist. Definite, back-to-back punching. The kid reckless. Get hit faster than 2 runner-ups. Split second, I was sent to win. That means you getting split again. I was bound to get him. Hit his chin, then I keep bringing it up like an algorithm. A couple pounds to hit him till he can't speak. You gonna end up under the knife later. They gotta realign your jaw. Make it easier to talk like an icebreaker. I take life, player. I'm here to kill all y'all. Erase dudes, place tombs. It's me against the building, like an escape room. I brought fake to him. You thought you was finna make it? Not now. It's my time, and I'll stop at nothing, like a countdown. It's my house, clown. Stop now, before I take you off the scene. Lower your self-esteem. Everything you believe. That 10K I'm finna snatch, I'm sure that might have been your dream. But I don't care about night vision. All I see is green. Mean. You the type who gotta talk to try to spit with me. But there's more to rap. I bring indirect fire, artillery. He like, why are you so aggressive? Get rid of that negative energy. Get back in touch with your inner child. Are you kidding me? Pitifully. Fresh on the scene, you can't believe it. Fresh on the scene, they ain't.
Okay. Shout out to Elijah for that dope performance on Crucible. So shout out to him. And I see some of y'all want us to do these more often. So we can do that. We can do Crucible spotlights if y'all here for it, because I don't want to be mean. You know, I know when we be like, where's the real, when every time they drop a Crucible battle, it seems like we get into the, where's this battle? I don't want to see this shit. So, thinking about it, we gotta show these people love, because these can be our next stars, and URL and other leagues got to do, a good job with cultivating the new crop of stars, like new era. They are a great example of what you're supposed to do. And we got to keep that going though. We shouldn't just be doing it once every 5-10 years. We got to keep doing that. So shout out to everybody in the Crucible. Shout out to everybody making noise in the Crucible. Shout out to your URL for doing it as well. How y'all feel about it? Piranha needs an Ultimate Madness. Shout out Crucible. Them dudes working hard to get where y'all fave battlers are. Facts. But yeah, so that's the show for today, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you for watching us on YouTube. Thank you for listening on iTunes and Spotify. And you can always find us on social media, internet, platforms, wherever you want. Let's Talk Battle Rap, LTBR podcast. And again, check out our new drop we're going to be doing tomorrow. Let's Think Battle Rap with our boy, the Coin Flip. Okay, he's going to be diving into battle rap and talking about different nuances in battle rap. Okay, so the first one drops tomorrow. So definitely make sure you follow us on YouTube, LTBR Podcast, and hit that bell so you can get the notification of when that drops tomorrow. Yes, CJC, we're going to remember them tags, boo. Bye, Dev. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Toxic Thursdays with friends. And probably Dev is going to pull up and